when the tent could turn into a kite at any moment. Every second of exposure steals your body heat. You think the hardest part is already over, but the wilderness gives more than just wind and snow. No more talk. No wasted time. Follow me into this extreme cold, and slowly enjoy this stress-relieving process. Wind speed, 15 meters per second. Real feel, minus 30 degrees. This isn't a poetic snowy scene, but rather a precise calculation of survival. The man's figure flickers in the blizzard. He carries not just equipment, but the probability of survival. Every drag is a battle against Finally, Taha decides to drop his pack. After walking all day, his legs are like gel. He has no strength left to climb that nearby hill. He must find a shelter immediately. The cold wind swallows the sound of his axe. Taha is preparing the tent stakes. Campers know that once the wind blows, setting up a tent becomes exponentially harder. Although his vision is blurred, he can tell he is in a natural hollow, but the wind protection seems negligible. The tent was nearly blown out of his hand. He quickly secures every corner with wood pegs, forcing it to lie flat on the ground. Taha dares not be careless. He hammers every stake firmly. The wind is absolutely deadly. Taha has to avoid its brunt, crawling into the unfinished tent. It looks funny, yet heartbreaking. But at least the tent is standing, barely. It looks unstable now. And actually, it's not sturdy at all. He needs to secure it again with ground stakes. If it gets blown away by the gale, it won't be a laughing matter. Survival will be a huge test. Besides fixing the corners, he must tighten it with guy lines. Visibility seems a bit better now, but the wind shows no mercy. After fixing the two windward ropes, he quickly unzips the door and moves all his gear inside. It's urgent. He didn't even sweep the snow first. He just clears a spot for the heater. Laying down the mat, away from the wind's harassment, Taha finally breathes a sigh of relief. He goes out to root the chimney pipe. Shaking, he grabs his tools. He uses his old method. Gas to heat up a wax ball, then pouring it on cotton as tinder. You can't survive this weather without a stove. The shiny stove is a new addition. After loading wood, he puts the cotton in. With the wax oil, it burns continuously until the firewood catches. For the rest of the time, he clears the snow from inside, then spreads out his bedding. Undoubtedly, tonight is a huge test for him and his tent. fire is roaring, and it's a bit warmer inside. Recovered, Taha crawls out. I don't know where he found that small tree, but the stove inside must not go out. After reinforcing the tent again, he chops the wood he brought into small pieces and stuffs them into the stove. Then he takes off his soaked jacket to properly enjoy the warmth. As darkness falls, the wind seems to subside a bit. Taha seizes the moment to process the small tree, chopping axe by axe. A job that usually takes minutes took over an hour in the blizzard, and that only yielded a little firewood. Before finishing it all, Taha retreats inside. He is completely dazed by the wind. Work can wait. He needs to warm up by the fire first. The source of life is boiling on the stove. Taha throws in some tea leaves. A few sips of hot tea now. Feel better than a gourmet feast. Tea, drunk man recovered. He busies himself with fixing some food. Minced meat is mixed with spices, then formed into patties to fry in the pan. They say the strong never complain. No matter the wind outside, Taha cooks and eats as usual. Seeing him gorge himself, you forget the cruelty outside and think he's in a restaurant booth. Full and hydrated, he checks the tent's status outside. Only when sure it's safe does he nap. The fire crackles away. But who knew the wilderness gave not just snow, but also an uninvited guest?